we just began the live stream. So we're good.
Okay, awesome. So thanks again for coming today.
Of course.
So today what we're going to be doing is walking through some tasks relevant to building a website. I want to stress you're not being tested. This is really to test the Drupal content management system so we can get your feedback on it so we can basically make it better.
Certainly.
So we're going to be building a website today about songs.
Okay.
We'll get into that as we start with the tasks. As you're working through stuff, feel free to think out loud, just verbalize what you're thinking, just talk to me. If you ever at any point feel really stuck and you just don't know what to do and you're ready to give up, we do have Jen in the room who's sort of your helpline.
Okay.
So that is available to you. So yeah, do you have any questions before we begin?
Not yet.
Okay.
Probably in a few.
Okay, awesome. So here are your login credentials. Right now you're on the brand new site, your own site. So if you could use these to log into the system.
Certainly. Oops. Oh, is it? I'm sorry, is that just all the username right
So
there?
the first part's the username, second part, password. So yeah. Cool. Okay. So how about you take some time to orient yourself in the system and sort of talk out loud about your impressions and what you're looking at.
Certainly, okay. Familiar, easy to see menus along the top. About my options to go from here. Dashboard and modules. Finding content. It's pretty straightforward, also on the top. And then usual settings buttons on the top left. Pretty familiar layout. Yeah.
What are you looking at in the main part of the page?
Right in the main part, straightforward. Need to add new content, and that option's available to me right up front.
Okay.
Front and center.
Cool. Okay, so how about you start by creating some background information for your website?
Certainly. So let's see. So I'm going to add new content. Let's see, I have the option to use articles for time-sensitive content like news, or a basic page for static content such as an about us. So I'm going to use a basic page for some background information. Title, just title it background. And this was looking to kind of have some songs on a site.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking to create a user-friendly forum for music. Access and sharing. Let's see. So I have for the text options for filtered, full, or plain when it comes to HTML.
So what do you think those different things mean?
I imagine that with my limited knowledge that plain text will be fairly straightforward. I imagine like a Word document. Filtered HTML, according to some of the things it says, I might be able to enhance my text with certain cues or tags. It says allowed lines and paragraphs break automatically. Oh, nice little descriptions on the bottom. Let's see. So I guess the main between full and filtered is the amount of options. Filtered limits it to, looks like about 10, 12 different options. And plain text is pretty simple, like you're used to. Web pages, emails turn to links automatically, like most Word formats. do some. Actually, I'm not familiar with most of the HTML tags, so I'll avoid using those anyway.
Okay.
Yep. So let's see. Let's have menu settings. Provide a menu link. Definitely want a link to the background. A little bit. So link, a little description. Oh, cool. It'll hover. Okay, cool. So really easy to indicate where it's going to be kind of under the parent item. Oh, cool. So an ordering system as well. Very intuitive. Let's look at menu settings or revision settings. So the revision information seems to be able to give me a place where I can put information for other website editors. Beyond that, I'm not too sure what it's for. So URL path, so you can kind of customize that. Somewhat familiar with that. Comments section. It's very useful for most posts, but for background information, don't really need too much on comments. Authoring information, authored by. Okay, so you can kind of indicate who put this and when they updated it. It's always nice to know when a website's updated. Publishing options. Published, promoted to front page. Sticky at top of list. So I have 3 settings. Promoted to front page makes sense. Sticky at top of list makes sense. Not sure what publish indicates, but we'll go with that. And I'll go ahead and preview what I've done so far.
Okay. So yeah, what's this screen showing you?
So this screen, little green check mark, a trimmed version of what your post shows. It's split. Trimmed version, premium full version. Oh, whoops.
What happened?
I clicked see more and I think I went back to the original page. So let me go back. Oh, and it's all gone. Okay. Let's try that again. And create a user. Let's see. I like dates. So let's try preview again. Okay, so the trimmed version is a little bit about what it will look like when it's on the front page. Okay, got it. And then the read more probably indicates I can go to the front page, which is why it brought me there. Okay, got it. Cool, and I still have all the same. I definitely like that I have the same editing capabilities as the page before, rather than having to click to go back to edit if I wanted to do so. I seem to be able to do all that from right here. Because I forgot to say creating and sharing music. Cool. Save.
Yeah, sure.
So I clicked save, and that brought me back to it looks like home, but I have like background, and I can view, which has a little blurb that I put. I click edit, quickly allows me to go back and edit, which actually in the top right I had a view and edit. It's a really easy toggle back and forth.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
I like that.
All right. So how about you create an article about songs and then tag this content with any relevant keywords?
Okay, so let's go ahead and create article. So again, the two options, article and basic page. So this one will be a little bit more time sensitive. Title. I'm sorry, what was the content?
Oh, just think about songs.
Songs, okay. So that songs of 2012. So, comma separated list of words to describe my content. 2012, comma, pop, popular, hits, hit, hot, radio. Pretty straightforward.
Okay.
And then again, body is similar to the back, to the basic. Yes. Cool. Again, not too familiar with HTML, so I'm not going to mess with the text format.
Okay.
Should I upload an image?
So if you'd like to upload an image, we actually have a folder on the desktop
Cool.
that you can choose an image from if you want.
Awesome. So let's see how that works. So the upload button, familiar with most websites where you're allowed to upload stuff. Let's see what's relevant to music. Hummingbirds are always relevant to music.
They definitely are.
So you choose a file, then upload. Cool, nice. Shows a little preview, helpful. Make sure it's cropped correctly. Revision, again, same options as before with the basic menu settings. Revision. Let me leave a revision message to the next author, which is bird. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try out some URL alias to see what happens. So we'll definitely open this to comments because everybody has different comments on music. Be sure to agree or disagree. Again, I always like to have dates. So don't need a sticky, but let's go ahead and promote this to the front of the page. Preview like before.
So what do you think the difference is between these two yellow
Let's
boxes?
see. So the preview version is a smaller image. Image size seems to be the thing that sticks out the most. And the trim version actually has read more and add new content options. So read more brings me to the front. We'll see what add new is. I need to add new. What does that do? Nope, can't do anything yet. So let's try it again. So I'm not sure if when I click those buttons it actually deletes all I have, but it does seem that I have to re-enter everything. I use those. Open, authoring. Cool. Preview like before. Back to the preview page. So again, picture size is larger on the bottom, and I have those links that if I click, they seem to delete all I've done. So I'll avoid those.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and save it.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so what are you looking at on this screen?
So it brings me back to what looks to be like a home page, but it has the article I just created with the full-size image. My text tags are listed right below. And this time, because the article, or because I indicated it, also would allow me or others to add new content or add a new comment below it.
Okay.
And even within the comment field, you have the option of different HTML settings, such as filtered, full, or plain text, which is nice.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you saw, by default, Drupal has two flavors of content, page and article.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you create a new one of these for songs?
Certainly. Of either one?
So, if you wanted to create another one of these that was for songs.
Oh. Another article for songs.
So instead of
Sorry.
having, no, it's fine. So instead of having an article about a song, you want to have like a different like flavor of content that's just for songs.
So instead of like text, we'll just focus on the music itself?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Let's see. I guess I don't really see it. Is there a place for audio files, or is that what you're asking about?
So maybe it could still be text. What if it's like lyrics or something?
Oh, yes. Let's see. Not good at lyrics, but only. I also want to include song on the tag list and probably lyric. And I guess it wouldn't hurt to see what some of these do. Seems to make it a link of some sort. Not sure to what. Interesting. That's not what we're going for, though. it's actually different there. Maybe it's bold. So strong is bold. Makes sense. Cool.
Okay, so how about we save this?
All right.
Okay. So can you navigate to the home page?
Sure. So homepage, kind of top left. All right.
So what are you looking at here?
So on my homepage, looking at my most recently created article on top. Right below that is the other article I wrote.
Okay.
My background page is not here.
Where's that?
Actually, not sure. Not sure. Discovered how I can quickly edit and delete articles at the top right of each article. Similar to many social networking sites. Should I use these ones up here or not for this?
So now that you've created 2 articles, let's say you don't want to create articles anymore, and you don't want to create pages anymore. You want to create something that's just about songs. Do you think you can figure out a way in Drupal to accomplish that? So you don't want to create an article, you don't want to create a page, you want to create something new.
Something strictly about songs. I'm sorry, I guess in what sense?
Yeah. So, like, out of the box, Drupal has those 2 different flavors of content. You want to create your own.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Content. I've stumbled upon how to edit the navigation page. Stuff. Again, top right settings seem to be everything.
So do you think there's a different interface you can find that'll help you achieve this?
There must be. I'm feeling like, yeah. Where's the dashboard? Okay. On the very top, dashboard content. Let's see. Okay, so I can if I click content, I can filter through what I create by author, type, status, when it was updated. I can also look through comments if there were any. Let's see. Structure. Configure what block content appears. Regions. Seems like a lot of interesting stuff under structure. I'm not sure if that's what I'm looking for just yet.
So how about you go back to the main structure page?
Yeah. Oh, content types. It's the second. Oh, cool. So under structure, then the second option, content types. I see listed the article and basic page, but I can also add a content type. Here I can name it. So I had article and basic, so we'll do musical. The name must be unique. Describe the content. This content type, the text will be displayed on the Add New Content page. Oh, yes. So the description will be similar to the little blurb that was there for the article or basic, which kind of described it. So here we'll put this. So let's see, submission form setting. So you can have it optional, disabled, or required. So you can actually decide whether or not preview is kind of something that's optional, required, or disabled. Straightforward. Explanation of sudden. So you can have a little explanation or submission guidelines, such as, I imagine, be wary of the content you're posting, or other things if you have multiple authors that you want to note to them. Publishing options. So the options I had before, I can actually select which ones will be available. Might as well go with the same as the other one. Display settings just decides whether or not the username and publish date will be displayed or not. Comment settings, open, threading, 50 comments per page. Default comments, open, closed, hidden. So you can decide whether articles or pages of this nature can be commented on, or whether the comments are hidden. The amount of comments per page, and for comments it has the same options with preview as well. The menu is available to place links in this content. So you can decide which menus to place links for this content type. Default, parent, item, main menu. Then I have two options on the bottom, save content type and save and add fields. Not too sure what the difference is, actually. Choose. I'll go with content type, see what happens. Since I'm adding content, I guess that would make sense. Choose the save add content. And then from there I can edit it, manage fields, manage display or delete it, edit, pretty much go right back to where I was before. Except now my only two options are save content type and delete content type, which are very straightforward.
Okay, so now that you've created a new content type, how about you create a piece of content from it? How about you create one?
Sure thing. Musical. So it's new content type. Probably largely based on the options I selected. It looks very similar to the basic type. Oops. Oh, there you go. Actually, to the right of the text was an option to show me a breakdown of what the various things will do to my text. Very handy. Oh, but again, if you click anything, your work is deleted. Okay, for publishing options this time we'll select all three. So let's say I don't know the artist. So definitely want comments open. I like to preview everything. Let's go ahead and add some spacing. See what spacing looks like in the previews. Pretty accurate, same. So the trimmed version, and I may just not have enough text. I know with the photo, the full version, the photo is bigger. So far the trimmed version seems to have more options because it has the read more and add new content. Again, links I don't want to click and delete everything. So I save that, and musical Wonderwall has been created.
Cool.
Right.
So when you added an article before, you were able to add keywords. So
Yes.
if you wanted to replicate this functionality with your new content type, musical, how do you think you can achieve that?
Let's see. I think I'd have to go back to the structure. Going back from structure to content types, because I think we could edit that. So I'm going back to musical. I'm going to try to edit first. Machine. Options at the bottom. Alright, so we also have some tabs at the top right. Let's see, manage field. Let's see, what is this? We got title, body. And with the body you can select some things, but I don't think that's it.
What do you think that list is?
So add a new field, I can select the field type. Relevant. I feel like it's in the right direction, but I don't know the words in context of websites. Let's see, long text, term reference, text. Term reference keyword sounds similar, but yeah, Yeah, it's not coming to me for this one. Not particularly sure what it is.
Okay. What do you think the difference is between that first set of drop-down menus and then the one below it?
I mean, this set and this set. Add new field, add existing field. Oh, wait, tags. Ooh. Is that there? So I'm not particularly sure, except for that the one below it kind of has a little bit of 2-3 word explanation of what it's for.
Okay.
Field to share. Yeah, I couldn't say. I feel like either one of these could be it.
Either one of which?
Of the add new field or add existing field. They both seem to indicate something to do with tagging. So I guess we'll work with the add new field first with the term reference. Let's see what that does. Nope, I need to provide a label. The keywords. So I selected that.
So what is this interface showing you?
Seems to be kind of an, not so much a warning, but an indication of what you're about to do.
Okay.
These settings apply to the keywords field everywhere it is used. These settings apply to the text. And of course, it's permanent, cannot be changed. There's drop down, but only one option. So, with my current knowledge, it's not telling me much. So I'll save field settings. So I'm not so sure. Oh, unlimited. People going crazy. So the keywords field setting. I can indicate the number of values, 1 through 10 and unlimited. Vocabulary again has a drop down, but tags is the only option. And it seems like you can indicate default value for this field, which actually would be helpful. If this is actually the right keywords, I can put in keywords that'll be useful for any time I create something musical, such as song, band, music. Oh, so help text, this will... Okay, so add text. So there's a help text. I'm guessing that will give something of instructions to other website editors.
Okay.
I've entered a couple standard ones, and then I can add more if that's correct. Let's see. Let's see what happens. So back at manage fields, it seems like keywords is now a field to be managed. Let's see if that was correct. Oh, excellent. Let's see. Wonderwall is editable. So it looks like I was able to add a keyword
Cool.
to an article already existing. And if I go to a new one, it has one of my standard keywords in there. Not sure what happened to the other two. So it was able to store at least one. I'm not sure what happened to the other two.
Okay, awesome. So now that you were able to add this tagging feature to the content type musical, let's say you want to have the option of choosing a song, like a genre for the song. And let's say you have three different options, like three possible options, like rock, hip hop, or jazz or something.
Okay.
So those are the only three options you want to have when you add this genre. How do you think you can add this option now to your content type?
To the content type. Okay, so let's see. So back to structure and content types. And so you want me to indicate whether each post I have is going to be relevant to a particular genre?
Yeah.
Within this? With a 3-option drop down? I'm going to go try the existing field. Do genre as my label. Term reference. And then I have check boxes or radio buttons, because I'll probably be giving options, so that would make sense. See what happens. That's not what I meant. So this has populating, I think, all of the keywords I've indicated so far, which is not what I wanted to do. Go back to manage fields. So I click manage fields at the top, link, add new field, genre, type, list, maybe that will be better. checkbox is radio. Makes sense. Let's try that. So I'm looking at the bottom about the instructions. So one value per line. So I'm thinking jazz, rock. Oh, I forgot the other country. Let's do that. The key is the format key dash or upward dash, whatever that is, slash label. The key is the stored value. The label will be used in displayed values and edit forms. The label is optional. If a line contains a single string, it will be used as key and label. Okay, that's fine. Oh, not applicable. That's a good one to have too. Select genre. So we only want them to enter I guess actually there's a lot of fusion going on, so I'll allow them to there's a number of values which I'm assuming allows them to choose multiple, so I'm going to do 3 with all the fusion in music these days, and that seems to be done. So actually it also saved my other incorrect genre, so I'm going to delete that, which has the option on the right. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, save. Alright. So now, if I go back to my Wonderwall, edit, and I have a genre option, so I can at least narrow it down to rock music. I know that much. And great, so now I have like a new kind of subject heading underneath the article itself that indicates that this is relevant to rock. Not hyperlinked, just indicated.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's say you want to be able to associate like a date with each musical item you create. So maybe like the date the song was released.
Let's see. I guess beyond just I know there's a date that the article is published. Is that? But we want to be able to like indicate a date as in like a keyword searchable thing.
So as if you wanted to actually provide a date, like on, February 2nd, 1999, Wonderwall was released.
I'm guessing it's going to be back to structure again. Oh, actually, the 4th option is taxonomy. Let me explore that. Maybe that one. I go back to my content type. So manage display can allow me to change between how certain lines are displayed. So I'm going to try to do a similar method as I've been doing with both the tagging and the genres.
So, do you see date in there?
No. So that was going to be where I was going to indicate to look elsewhere.
Okay. So, if it's not in this list, by default, it means Drupal can't do it.
Okay.
So, you might have to find another way to add this functionality to your website. How do you think you could do that?
Let's see. Add existing. Looking around for a date option, I don't really see.
So, in order to add it into that list, you're going to have to find a different interface than this one.
Let's see. The appearance. That seems a little higher level than I'm looking for. So the appearance gives you some nice layouts. Configuration. So choosing configuration is a lot of different options. Content authoring. Configure how content input by users is filtered. The date and time. I don't think it's what I'm looking for, but it's just the date format. Oh, I have no idea what the date and time formats are getting into. Back out. Oh, that's the text formats we were referring to earlier. Don't need that. I'm not sure.
So, how do you think you could enable new functionality, like on this website?
So functionality for the admin who is creating content, because Actions is what people can do, I imagine. They can comment. They can add. IP address blocking. Image token. Track some of the other ones. So modules. I have no idea what modules does. From a quick look.
So what do you think you were looking at on that page?
Modules. Let's see. Download additional community extend. Oh, well, actually, if I read the first line, download additional contributed modules to extend Drupal's functionality. Actually, this actually seems to be able to add functionality, which is what I was looking for. Adding things like blogs.
So do you see something here that might be able to help you out with dates?
Enables the use of both personal and so right now I'm just scrolling to the unchecked ones because otherwise I imagine I would have had the option already.
Okay.
Provide discussion forums. Locale adds language handling function. English. OpenID. Logs access statistics. Logs record system events. Testing. Tracker.
Would you mind refreshing the page?
Oh, sir.
Thanks. So, if you're not able to find the functionality in this list that you're looking for, how do you think you might be able to get it there?
So, actually, right in the first one, download additional contributor modules to extend Drupal's functionality. See in there. So let's see, module categories. Let's see. Let's see if I need to refine my search further. Yep. So selecting. So there's a number of categories to narrow down your search. Module categories, selecting content and searching by date. Schedule. Date. Looking at the first few options, they don't seem to be what I'm looking for, so I'll probably have to refine my search further. Modules. can be content display because I want to display the date.
Okay, well, we're out of time for the
Yeah.
session. But no, that was super helpful. Thanks so much. Let's stop the
You're
recording.
Hey guys, we'll be back in about 15 minutes with
A
the
little bit
next
longer, like 20, I think.
20 minutes or so.
4:30 or so.
In a little bit, we'll let you know for the next user.